Shalom.
Shalom.
All right, we're the brothers of the Great Millstone West Palm Beach Camp. All right, before we begin, I want to begin by giving all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash.
All right, double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone well, and peace, blessings, and salutations to those for elect. All right, that's out here pushing, laboring, believing, and also listening on to the truth with whole heart sincerity. All right, to you we say Shalom.
Shalom. Yeah, man. So we back at it again. You know, we got the beloved brother Awalam. You know, brother joining us in the spirit, man. He just crossed over. Okay, and you know, the Lord is increasing the church, man. And that's how it's gonna be. Like more and more here in these last days, you're gonna see more and more members of the church get added to the church, man. You know, especially as when the Lord puts the spirit on his men to do signs and wonders. A lot of members of the 1/3, they're gonna come in and believe off of the signs and the wonders, man. Y'all, can somebody get that scripture in Acts where it talks about how
Acts the 3rd chapter,
where like some souls were added unto the church, Bible Kusha?
Acts 2:41.
Go ahead, grab it. Whoever got it.
I grab it, please.
Go ahead, huh?
Okay, so this is Acts chapter 2 and verse 40. It says, and with many other words did he testify and exhort, saying, save yourselves from this untoward generation.
That's right, man, and that's what we're exhorting our people day in and day out. Save yourselves from this untoward generation, this wicked ass place, man. Right. Untoward means crooked, man. All right, you got sodomites everywhere. You got drug addicts. All right, people over here smoking. You know what I mean? Women acting like men, men acting like women. This place got to go. Okay, this is an untoward generation, man. Got it.
Verse 41. Then they that gladly received his word were baptized, and the same day there were added unto them about 3,000 souls.
That's right, man. 3,000 souls, man. That's a lot of people added to the church, man. And you know, and the scriptures speak about how the Lord added unto the church daily such as should be saved, man. Right. So we're going to see more and more people being multiplied into this ministry. Even though the remnant is known as a small number in comparison to the rest of the world, but the remnant is still a very large number of people, man. You know, they're known as an innumerable multitude, man. You know, but y'all brothers could go ahead.
I can keep reading on that where the sign and wonders. Verse 42, and they continue steadfastly in the apostles' doctrine and fellowship, and in breaking of bread and in prayers.
That's right, and that's what we need to do. Continue steadfastly in the doctrine of Yahweh Ba'ashem that he's given us through the apostles and elders, man. You know, which are the apostles coming back, man. Okay, and it says what? It says in breaking bread and in prayer and in fellowship, man. We need to continue to fellowship with one another. Don't have that lone wolf spirit on you as if, you know, I'm good all by myself. I don't need to spend time with the brothers. I don't need to hang out with the brothers, this, that, and the third. That's a wicked spirit, man. You're not the only one who has the full portion of the spirit. Yahushua is, man. So in order for you to link up with brothers, man, that's profitable for your own salvation. Go ahead, Op.
Verse 43, and fear came upon every soul, and many wonders and signs were done by the apostles.
That's right, man. Fear came upon every soul, man. When the Lord starts putting the spirit on his men to do those miracles and those works that Yahushua said we're going to do greater works than he did because he goes into his Father, hey, a lot of people are going to fear, man. And a lot of people are going to be led to believe, man. Okay? You know? Hey, keep reading on that, Bible Kusha.
Verse 44, and all that believed went together and had all things in common.
Right. Meaning what? Or keep reading, actually. Keep reading.
Verse 45, and sold their possessions and goods and parted them to all men as every man had need.
Right, so what does it mean they had all things in common? Somebody get Romans 12 and 13. Another brother get Hebrews 10 and 34. And can you grab, matter of fact, I'll grab this one. Ecclesiastes 29 and 10.
Hebrews 3 and 24.
Hebrews 10 and 34. And somebody get Romans 12 and 13. Because this is a very important scripture, man. It says they had all things in common. Meaning what? That they shared everything, man. You know, they were in that mi casa, su casa spirit. If a brother needed something and the brothers had it, they made sure that a brother would get it. And it was a collective thing. It wasn't like, everybody else putting something down and one brother holding back being stingy. That's not the type of spirit we're supposed to have in the ministry, man. Go ahead, Op. Whoever got these scriptures.
Romans 12
and 13.
This is Romans 12 chapter verse 13, and it reads, distributing to the necessity of saints, given to hospitality. Bless them which persecute you. Bless and curse not. Rejoice with them that do rejoice, and weep with them that weep. Be of the same mind one toward another. Mind not high things, but condescend to men of low estate.
Right, so the point being what? Distributing to the necessity of the saints, man. That's how we're supposed to be. We're supposed to distribute to one another. The saints are the Israelites. All right, to the necessity of the saints. So if a brother needs something and you got it, distribute to that brother. Don't be stingy and hold back. And the scriptures speak about not holding back your, letting your riches rust under a stone. You know, telling your neighbor, hey, come tomorrow and I'll give it to you when you got it right there on you, man. That's off.
Right.
You know, who got that next precept?
10 and 34.
Bible Kasham.
The book of Hebrews, chapter 10, verse 34, and it reads, "For ye had compassion of me and my bonds, and took joyfully the spoiling of your goods, knowing in yourselves that ye have in heaven a better and enduring substance."
That's right. He said, took joyfully the spoiling of your goods, man. And you see that when brothers come around, brothers be into the herbs. You see brothers that have herbs, brothers have incense, or whatever the case might be, and brothers will spoil each other's goods. Sometimes the brother will come to fellowship with an abundance and leave only with a little bit. But he does that with a joyful spirit because it said what? Knowing that you have in heaven a more enduring substance, man. Roughly paraphrasing. So you're going to have a greater reward for giving alms, man, and looking out for the men of the Lord.